Hey YouTube, it's Paul with Washington Pro Carpet Cleaning, and you're here for another episode of Carpet Cleaning Guys Vlogs. In today's episode, we have a large family room and living room, plenty of soil to go around, lots of debris to be vacuumed up, some edging to do, and we're gonna bust out with some gladiator pads. We're gonna pre-wet those. And we're going to be using Green Dragon today. I'm going to use a little rust remover today. I'm also going to use the Neptune pads, or one Neptune pad in the main living room. You'll see all the debris and crap that is in there once it's all cleaned up. My lovely wife is mixing up the Green Dragon. I did put a spot of deodorizer in there just to freshen up the place. There is the Eureka Power Speed, and see all that debris, all that heavy soil load. Oh my goodness, we are gonna transform these carpets today. Eventually these carpets will need a stretch. However, I think there's something going on underneath. It almost feels like they laid that carpet over another carpet. And the flooring in here is really weak. You feel like you're gonna just fall through to the crawl space. So I'll have my wife do a thorough vacuuming for me. She'll get this room done and then I'll start cleaning it. We'll pan back and forth, check out what's going on in the other room while I'm cleaning. I am going to use the Auric Orbiter and see what kind of results I can get just using an Auric Orbiter, the Neptune pad, and the Gladiator pads. And then at the very end, I was going to bring in a polar pad, excuse me, and do a once-over mop-up just to get more of the moisture out since I pre-sprayed real heavy in the main living room. You'll see that, but my wife came back with a Ironman pad. So I'll do one pass with the Ironman pad just to mop up some additional liquid and soil. And then, of course, we'll do the traditional Poly C triangle grooming session. And we'll lay out some beautiful triangles. So stay tuned and we'll check out what's happening in the next cut. And I'm going to put these curtains. I'll just gently grab one curtain, grab the other curtain, and just kind of flip them through each other so they're up off the carpet. Also going to tape up the coax cables that are in the living room. They're laying directly on the floor, so I have a little piece of tape. I'll tape those up. And there's the auric orbiter. And then we'll take a look at some of the spots in here that are actually rust. So I'm going to use the rust remover and get those up. I think it was some type of a coffee table or a metal table that they had in here, and they must have, obviously they self-cleaned in here a few times. The tenant that was renting this place, you'll see when I get over to the main living room, as I start to clean it with a Neptune pad, which is a hog's hair pad, typically designed for commercial use, but these carpets are kind of flat, no pile, so they're almost like commercial. So I chose to use that instead of the moon pad, which is more of a residential. There's the rust stain remover. This is a product by Wink, W-H-I-N-K. It is made in the United States, 32-ounce fluid bottle. They sell them in smaller, I think pint size or whatever it is. This is sold at Walmart for $10. And this stuff works amazing. It's hard to tell through the camera, but you can see those spots there and here. And like I said, I don't know why the camera doesn't show it as well as I can see it. But I will put the rust remover on it, give it a little agitation with the brush, and voila, we will no longer have rust stains to deal with. So check it out, and stay tuned. I'll catch up with you further along in the video. Okay, time to pre-spray. And we are using the Green Dragon. Get it laid on here as even as I can. And the sprayer that I'm using, a lot of people ask all the time, it's a Works, W-O-R-X. It's a 20-volt lithium battery-powered sprayer. You can just drop that into any bucket or container, or you can hook it to a hose if you're pressure washing outside. And the battery will probably do, I can do about 3 full jobs in a day. And then I have backup batteries for it, but I like to keep those charged up. So I always have the sprayer. I've been using it for a year now. 0 problems, 0 clogs, 0 seal problems, absolutely 0 problems. They're available on eBay from the manufacturer, Works. They are refurbished units for $49.99. I think sometimes they're $59.99, but well worth it. Best sprayer I've ever bought. And look at that, just going around the perimeter of the room with the auric orbiter, you could see right down there where the cord's at, right in front of us, you can see the line it carved out right there across the entry. Already, that's just one pass with the Green Dragon and a Gladiator pad. In this room, we're not going to use the Neptune pad because it's not as heavily soiled as that main living room. And I'm just going to go back and forth. I usually stay in the same lane twice. I did speed the video up, so I'm obviously not moving this fast. I do go a lot slower. I'm the guy standing there looking at the soil transformation, so I know if I need to stay longer. But look at that. There we are. Oh my goodness, already one pass. You see that right there? Oh my goodness, there's a little damage on the lip. All right, let's check in over here. Miss Lisa is pre-vacuuming the room over here. Stay tuned. Alrighty then, let's check out this pad. Holy Toledo. Soaked all the way through. Fantastic results. I hate that all the shadows are casted in here on this light beige carpet. You can never truly get a full picture of what's happening unless you're here, but oh my goodness, beautiful. Ready for the next tenant. Let's take the Neptune pad. This one's got those black horse or hog's hair on it. Weaved in for extra scrubbing. Gonna definitely give this a pre-scrub. All right. Let's check it out. That is a couple of the pictures, I think, of the first one we just did. Here we are. Miss Lisa is finished vacuuming. So now I have my canvas. I'll get my tool, pre-spray it. We're gonna go pretty heavy. I'm going to be obviously using 3 different pads, the Neptune, the Gladiator, and we'll mop it up finally with a Iron Man since I am laying down the juice. This room I found out as I started going that they obviously had used maybe a home system or somebody cleaned it improperly and left a lot of residue, and that could be what all that browning and soil is just a high pH cleaner that dried onto the carpet or in the carpet. You can actually end up with permanent alkaline brownout damage. So we'll see what we're capable of doing. Like I said, these video clips are sped up a little bit to prevent this from being an hour-long video. And the Neptune pad, I will run that over first and pre-scrub. These Neptune pads are awesome. I just got a box of Neptune pads and Moon pads. The Neptune ones, like I said, are more for commercial. They're a little more aggressive. And the Moon pads are like a fiber pad. They're beige, great for residential. This thing will probably do about 10 jobs, believe it or not, before I have to replace it. And again, we're not looking to remove the soil with this, although it does absorb a little soil. We're looking to pre-agitate the solution throughout the carpet fibers. Agitate as much of the soil that's on the carpets and in the carpets so that we'll be able to transfer it and extract it. We'll do that next with the Gladiator pad. So stay tuned. The results are already coming out great. Alrighty then. See there? Well, always remember to get that little circle, otherwise you'll put your pad under it and it will be uneven. Here's a pre-wet Gladiator pad we'll go over. These pads are great also. They do have a lot of pilling, which is the fiber twists and gets caught on the fibers of the pad. They never snap off or release onto another person's carpet, so that's a good thing. You can take a shaver and shave it down, or I think my buddy Finch, who has a YouTube channel as well, has a automatic trimming shaver, that a clothing shaver that he used that worked pretty good. But you can already see the soil is being transferred into that pad and off of the carpets. So for those of you that think the Auric Orbiter is not capable of commercial cleaning or cleaning at a business level and should only be used by homeowners, that is a myth. We're proving it wrong today. That's right. If you use the proper steps, proper technique, proper chemicals, proper pads, you can get results just like you would get with a larger machine. It does take a little bit longer because you're doing 12-inch passes. That's the size of the pad driver. So you can kind of see that if I was using the swirly or the bigger machine, even the Koblenz, I would probably be done with this maybe 30 minutes earlier than it took me to do this whole job. And again, you're watching it in high speed, probably 2.5 times normal speed. So don't think I'm rushing through the job. I never do. I do whatever is required. And after you've done VLM for a while, you begin to know if another pass will actually remove the soil. So it's just something that is inherent you'll get familiar with, and you'll know, that even if I go over it with 10 pads, it's not going to lighten up, or it could be permanent damage, things like that. So Miss Lisa pre-spotted a few of the spots with some magic bullet, and I'll go over those, which is getting a magical look. Oh my, look at this. Come on. I gotta get 2 thumbs up on this. Woo! Ha-ha! Soaked all the way through. Let's do it. Now let's mop it up with the Iron Man. Get a little bit drier. See what kind of soil we can continue to pick up. Definitely see some more transfer. Very exciting. Stay tuned while I do my thing. Oh my goodness. And I've been doing shout outs for some of my subscribers lately who are getting amazing results just watching the videos, following the instructions, and going to work. So that is very exciting. Look at that. What am I creating here? Am I a Starbucks, what do they call it? A barista? Creating a mocha chocolate caramel cappuccino. Oh yeah, with those perfect twirls and twists and lines. Oh man, all we need is a great big straw. We're ready to go. All right, stay tuned. We'll check out these results. Oh, time for Policy's favorite step of the job, the final grooming and the applying of the magical triangles. And I have an extended pole. I have this thing extended out about, I think it's probably 8 feet right now. That's why you see me walking forwards and backwards. I will adjust it as the room starts to collapse on me. But the aesthetics behind the triangles, like I always say, people associate triangles on the carpet with either freshly vacuumed or freshly cleaned. It's just something that people are familiar with, and partially because steam cleaning has always been probably more widely used. And obviously the triangles from the steam cleaning look similar to this, actually identical to this. And so when you lay these down, that pattern, you also get a chance to check your work. When you're pushing forward and backwards, you can see if there's any spots you may have missed and come back and go over those if need be. So I'll finish laying out these triangles. We'll check out the final project.
See what you're saying?
Yeah, I can't go over it.
You said you tried to.
I already read it.
You should pick all of it.
Mhm.
Slow that right off. We made these pieces will come right off. There you go. Maybe.
When you walk in, I don't see the dark. Not when you want to see the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The light shows there's no sands. Look at it this way.
See?
This way. Yeah, this way.
Oh yeah, let me grab my tripod. Oh, I hate walking on my work. Oh, makes me sick. Okay, look at that. Polly C, did you just install new carpet, my friend? Oh man, looks fantastic for very old carpet. Like I said, I think they laid this over the top of another carpet, but it's definitely ready for another rental. The landlord will be very happy with these results, and I appreciate you stopping by for another episode of Carpet Cleaning Guys Vlogs. I'm packing up my equipment, get it all loaded up in the van. Let's go. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so.